Bonjour les gens, on est de retour dans Game of Thrones. Alors la dernière fois nous avions fait la toute première partie de ce premier épisode, Iron from Ice, où nous avions joué un premier personnage et nous allons continuer l'aventure en jouant un second personnage, car c'est un peu ça le délire de Game of Thrones et des jeux Telltale quoi qu'il arrive. Donc le second personnage, ce sera Ethan, qui, comme on a pu le noter lors de notre première partie d'aventure, est désormais l'héritier des Foresters, qui a pas l'air d'être très très âgé, j'ai l'impression.
And if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Tu vas pas avoir trop le choix de toute façon, mon gars.
And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Mira, je crois que ça doit être le troisième personnage jouable.
She's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once. It was fun.
Je sais pas trop quelle est la relation entre Ethan et Garrett pour l'instant, donc...
It's the people he'll be with that worry me. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Ouais, clairement.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Il a ses priorités
It
intéressantes,
would be
lui.
nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Je sens que ça va pas être aisé sa partie à lui, parce qu'il a pas l'air d'être vraiment
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehall has
au point.
arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected.
Ouh, Whitehall, c'est
He's
pas un
come
pote en
demanding
plus.
justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Ouais, je vais y aller.
I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Savoir prendre ses responsabilités, mec. Je sens que ça va pas être fun. L'entrevue avec Whitehill. C'est un pote des Bolton, Whitehill. Il va sans doute pas être très sympa comme mec. Oh, il a l'air heureux, le Castellan.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Oui, enfin, je vais peut-être pas avoir le choix en même temps. Donc on va voir, mais bon. Quelque chose me dit qu'il n'est pas vraiment venu pour négocier, Whitey, je pense.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Ouais, t'es pas un bâtard déjà, toi.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No
Ok, donc il est...
courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Il est clairement
Does
venu
Lord
pour nous
Forrester know
intimider.
how to speak? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Ah, mais tiens, voilà le bâtard de la dernière fois. Brit, il s'appelait, je crois.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say.
Si Bolton
I'll
débarque,
send
je
him
suis
a
vraiment
raven
dans la
letting him
merde.
know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
Eh, ça aurait pu être pire. Mais bon, ça s'est pas bien passé
I was
quand même.
wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Mira, si elle est à King's Landing, ça va pas être fun pour elle les prochaines heures. Bah, tu me diras, il y a Ramsay Bolton qui arrive chez moi, ça va pas être fun non plus. Ah, on passe direct à King's Landing?
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Mira, elle est à la capitale et elle travaille pour les Tyrell, visiblement. Elle va vraiment être au milieu du feu, je pense.
What a strange place, Essos. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Oh, Elena, c'est la mère de Marjorie. La grand-mère, pardon.
Ethan made this for me.
T'as l'air joyeuse, toi, dis donc.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Je me demande si elle est déjà au courant que son père et que son frère sont fait trucider. Je me demande. Ça doit être une grosse news, mais je sais pas si ça a déjà été relayé. Et comme elle a l'air joyeuse, je pense qu'elle est déjà au courant. Ou pas.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Donc il y a pas mal de trucs à regarder chez elle.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Donc en gros, il va falloir que j'essaie de faire jouer de mes relations avec la prochaine reine. Enfin, la prochaine reine potentielle. Parce que ça switch assez vite à Westeros, ce genre de choses.
One moment.
Bonjour.
Oh, sorry, milady.
Salut fils, qu'est-ce que tu veux?
I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Tu veux? Ah, tu viens juste changer le pot.
begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Ça te regarde, mec?
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
Sans rien.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Ouais. Peut-être que tu devrais connaître ta place, mec. T'as pas l'air d'être le couteau le plus tranchant du tiroir. Ah bah la voilà, Lady Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
Donc en gros, là, elle est gentiment en train de me dire de fermer ma gueule.
Cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me.
En même temps, se fait chier Cersei, donc...
She wants an apology of
Oh.
some sort, for what I don't know, but...
J'ai pas trop envie d'aller discuter avec Cersei.
I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ouais, t'es un peu en train de me jeter dans la cage du lion, là. Enfin, de la lionne, techniquement. Cersei, ça fait un peu des décennies qu'elle fait ça, donc... fait des petites débutantes, elle a l'habitude.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Elle a l'air vachement optimiste, ma collègue. Là. Ça fait plaisir. En même temps, je vais en avoir besoin de chance. Tiens, qu'elle est là, ici.
You can do this.
Ouais. T'es plus confiante que moi, Marjorie. T'as plus l'habitude que moi également de négocier ce genre de piège. Cersei est toujours aussi joyeuse.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Ah, elle est géniale, Luna.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
Ici, il va falloir négocier un champ de mine.
For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Good cop, bad cop.
Interesting question, I suppose.
J'aime beaucoup.
Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever really opinion.
Ah, c'est bon ça.
If there's a
Ils
point
sont excellents les
to this,
dialogues.
I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would...
would...
Let the girl answer the question.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
Hop, esquiver la question.
I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's
Tyrion la rescousse.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Clairement.
Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
T'arrives à marcher
It may
encore,
come
pas trop
as a
bourré?
surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Oh putain, j'espère qu'on va pas voir
The
Littlefinger.
crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ouais, vous êtes tous des sadiques ici. C'est un peu ça le problème. Ouais, je suis pas sûr de m'en être sorti aussi bien que j'aurais pu, honnêtement, de la confrontation avec Cersei, mais bon. Quelque part.
Mira, I was worried.
Ouais, ça se voyait sur sa tronche.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Oh putain.
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Clairement, ouais.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Tu m'étonnes, ça doit pas être stressant de vivre ici.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Et Bolton, il est pas vraiment subtil
I
comme
do
mec.
appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ouais, vas-y, on va lui demander de l'aide.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Ouais, Sarah va pas du tout me trahir. Absolument pas.
About my family.
I trust her.
Ouais, tu décides, mais... Personnellement, je lui fais pas confiance.
Go on.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ça peut me permettre d'esquiver Ramsay Snow, ça peut être cool. J'en doute beaucoup, mais bon, on peut espérer. Parce que Ramsay Snow, il est un peu taré sur les bords, au milieu et dans toute la circonférence. Je crois qu'on va peut-être changer d'endroit encore. Yep. Ah, on revient sur notre premier personnage, Gareth. Il est en train de voyager. Bien, ça me paraît être un excellent endroit où switcher. Donc on va faire une petite pause. On se reverra la prochaine fois pour sans doute voir la fin, je pense, parce qu'on doit être à peu près 1h30 de jeu, là, donc je pense qu'il doit plus rester non plus une éternité. Voilà, donc ça s'annonce une fois de plus plutôt pas mal. J'ai bien aimé la phase de jeu à King's Landing, là, bien stressante comme il faut, et une excellente, évidemment, performance des acteurs de la série sur les doublages. Donc malgré le fait que le jeu n'est pas traduit en français, on peut voir quand même que ça a son petit intérêt d'avoir le jeu en VO quelquefois. Parce que elle était tout aussi effrayante qu'elle peut l'être dans la série télévisée. Donc c'est évidemment une excellente chose si vous êtes un habitué de la franchise. Donc on se dit à bientôt pour sans doute la suite et sans doute la fin de ce premier épisode de jeu Telltale Game of Thrones. Ciao tout le monde.